If you're considering renting a car, if you're considering renting a car for your next vacation, business trip, or any travel plans, avoid Alamo Rent-A-Car at all cost. My recent experience with them in Destin, Florida was nothing short of a disaster, and I feel compelled to warn others about this ordeal that I endured. It all began on August 15th when two friends and I arrived in Destin, Florida, excited to start our vacation. We had reserved a rent a car with Alamo when for through August 24th. Everything seemed fine until, well, the morning we were departing. As we were getting ready to leave our condo and head to the airport, I realized something horrifying. I had lost the car key. Panic set in as I retraced my own steps, thinking I might have left it in the ice cream store we visited the night before. Despite my frantic search, the key was nowhere to be found. Going to the ice cream store, they didn't open till 11 o'clock. We were like, oh my gosh, we have to be at the airport at 11. There's no way this could happen. I immediately called Alamo, and initially their response seemed reassuring. They promised to send a tow truck and advised us to take an Uber or a Lyft to the airport, assuring us that everything would be taken care of. My friends remained calm, but I was more upset than ever, feeling responsible for this whole mess. But here's where the story takes a shocking turn. As we tried to open the car door, we noticed a message on the dashboard that read, quote, press the brake button to start the car, close quote. The only way this could happen was if the key fob was inside the car, meaning it was locked in the vehicle the whole time. Despite this revelation, we followed Alamo's instructions and left the car behind, trusting that they would be towed as promised. Fast forward to August 28th. 4 days after the tow was supposed to happen, I received a text message from Alamo saying the car had not been towed or returned, and they couldn't close the rental until it was returned. The message was filled with urgency, asking for the exact address where the car was parked. Frustrated and confused, I called my friend Sandy, who had made the reservations through Delta Vacations. She was busy playing pickleball, so I decided to contact Alamo myself. But then what happened was she got so distraught herself that she left pickleball and went home to help me deal with this. She lives in Utah. I live in Connecticut. After being transferred multiple times and speaking to various representatives, I was finally informed that the tow had been canceled. Alamo canceled the tow. The tow truck was already driving into the scene or the condominium complex when they received the cancellation notice. How could this happen? And that I would be charged for each day the car wasn't returned. I was livid. I had been assured that everything was fine, only to find out later that nothing had been done. How would you feel if this happened to you? In a desperate attempt to resolve the issue, I called Sandy back and we decided to contact Alamo together. The first representative we spoke to hung up on us. Literally went click. We could hear it. We were like, what did they just do? They hung up on us? How? You know, unbelievable. We were put back into the loop of the automated messages when seven different options to choose from, none of which seemed to help. After speaking to 7 different people. We finally reached someone who claimed to know the manager in Destin airport location. She promised to escalate the issue, and I made it clear that I have a significant social media presence and wasn't afraid to share my experience with the world. I was advised by a good friend of mine to say, hold off on this because they had my credit card information and they could bill me for whatever they wanted to. That's when, okay, let me back up. The whole ordeal left me frustrated, my friends frustrated, exhausted, and beyond disappointed. No one should have to go through this much rigmarole when renting a car, especially when you're told that everything is under control. And it's been almost a month now, and I still can't get answers from Alamo. They put a hold on my Amex card for $159.96, my American Express card on August 14th, which I froze, learning they canceled the tow. Yet, September 1st, Alamo went ahead and charged my American Express for only the $196.96. Originally, Sandy and I were told, along with our friend Sue, that the total of this wouldn't be more than $150. But now I'm certain they are looking to bill me for each day the car sat in the parking lot at the condominium complex. When I called them back again, dozens of times, I always get the runaround. And wouldn't you agree? We don't mind. I don't mind, or we don't mind paying for the tow. After all, it was our fault. It was my fault. I'm the one that left the key in the car. So billing me each day the car sat in the parking lot, I or we should not be responsible for. End of story. And I'm sure they're looking for their full amount. And I am, but they're not giving me an answer. Even when I called back today, they said, I'm sorry, we don't have this closed yet. The reason they don't have it closed is on my iPhone, I froze American Express. So they can only bill me for what they took out as a deposit on my American Express card the day we rented the car. So my question is, I need to cancel. Do I cancel my Amex card? Do I dispute this with Amex? Are they going to allow me to rent a car going forward? Is this going to be an issue when I'm traveling down the road? Now, the reason why I was warned not to go on social media with this is because then they could be livid. But after the fact that we've been dealing with this since the 24th of August, there's no answers. So I have nowhere else to turn. They won't talk to my friend Sandy. They will not give me the answers. They will not let us know what the final bill or total is for this. To make matters worse, the car was still sitting in the parking lot at the condominium complex with an expired parking pass, meaning we only had a parking pass that was good for the day that we were checking out. If you're considering renting a car, choose any other company but Alamo. They might smile, promise you the world. But when things go wrong, you're on your own. This experience was a complete nightmare, and I wouldn't wish it on anyone. My friend Sandy, who is actually on this live, agrees. She says right there in the comments, you dispute it and cancel the card. Jenny and Breakaway 34, I'll get to your questions when I'm done with the stream. But my friend Sandy, who reserved this car, is on here right now. And she witnessed this along with our friend Sue, who also subscribes to this channel. And I know people are going to see this. And I am praying that Alamo will get back to me. All they have to do is pick up the phone and call. It's easy for them to send a text saying they haven't gotten the car back yet. That's how we found out about it 4 days later. It was sitting in the parking lot. So going forward, you won't believe the hoops we had to jump through with Alamo Rent-A-Car. Share this with anyone you know who's traveling soon. They deserve to be warned. Alamo, I hope you're listening. This is, I don't even have words for it. It's wrong. How could you cancel the tow and then we don't mind paying for that, but we're not going to pay a daily fee and a late fee for not returning the car when you said the tow truck would be there that morning to tow it back to the airport. There's a turkey behind me. I swear, what happens on live stays on live. Where there's one, oh, there's a whole bunch of them over there. Ah, they had babies. Oh, gonna go broke with the bird food feeder. Yeah, there's. How come all the other they're so what's the word? They're like, I'm live, and they're just out there. Hello, turkeys. There's 2, 4, 6, 7, 7 turkeys, 7 little babies. Who figures? Now they're, yeah, they're having a blast. At least somebody's getting eaten, fed today. So Alamo, I hope you're listening. This is unacceptable, and your customers deserve better. And I can testify to that. Now I want to get to your comments. Jenny, thank you for the heart emojis. Breakaway says, hello, Dennis and everyone. Well, hello back. We love you. You have been in our prayers. Jenny says, what things help us stay calm in the middle of life storms? You know, I always bring it to scripture. I always bring it to God. But I know this caused a lot of stress for my friend Sandy. I know she was worried because it was on my credit card, and I don't have the funds to be able to just randomly pay off unexpected expenses. I only use my credit card if I have the money in the bank to pay it off immediately. I'm really prudent. I got myself in credit card debt once, and I said I would never allow it to happen again, ever. So, Jenny, I hope I was able to answer your question. Sandy says, yes, I did. What a mess. Jenny also asked, you're awesome, Breakaway. Yes, for our friend Breakaway is awesome. Our friend Breakaway says, off topic, but I've been to church the last 2 weekends and had a meeting with the bishop last night that went great. Wanted to let you know as you encouraged me a while back. My friend, I'll never forget live. I even shared it with my bishop because he was in the church building leaving when I started that live for that Sunday message a couple months ago. And my bishop, I know, has been praying for you. I know a lot of people have been praying for you. And I'm so happy to hear this. Jenny says, um, uh, Sandy says, it was stressful. And Jenny says, wow. So I just wanted to let you know, I'm not going to keep you on too long. It's a gorgeous fall afternoon here in Connecticut, and I pray you're enjoying your day. So I'm going to say bye for now. And thank you for your support, likes, shares, comments, saves. It all helps.